What's going on, guys? World War 2 Kitty Hawk here. Just making a video for the new players that started playing PUBG. We've got an influx of new players because of PSN. PSN's currently got PUBG for free, so there's been a lot of new blood that's been injected into the game, and I've been watching other PlayStation videos for PUBG, and I just noticed in the comments there's a lot of new players. They're struggling to get kills and struggling to know what to do in the final circle. So I thought I'd make this little video for the new players, and you can sort of just watch what I do, the strategies. But pretty much what I was doing was I was eliminating anyone who I could hear. So I'd pretty much position myself, give myself like an advantage point, and where it's reasonably safe. I was wondering if I was going to get sniped here, but at one stage I switched to first person to make sure that I couldn't get sniped. But so pretty much what I did was I just sat here and I just listened out for enemies, and there was a guy that happened to be right next to me, and as you can see, this guy is a new player because he was unaware of where I was, and I could tell by his clothing that he was a new player. He was wearing default clothing, so it was quite an easy kill. Just snuck up and killed him. He actually eliminated a good player. There was actually a good player that was in the lobby that I was a little bit concerned about. That actual noob actually killed him, so it made my job a lot easier. So now I was just listening for this other gunfight. The guy had the M249, which is LMG gun. Fires 150 rounds when you've got the full extended mag. So I wanted to eliminate the guy, but I also didn't want to give away my position. If he was an experienced player, obviously he'd know there was enemies around the corner, but I just thought I'd have a peek to see if he'd come around the corner and maybe get a kill on there. But I didn't want to risk it too much because getting close to the final circle, there are only 19 players left. I'm wanting to win the game. So now it was just me listening. And one thing you got to remember, guys, with PUBG is you pretty much want to eliminate as many people as you can before final circle. So we're getting up to phase 5 now. There was a guy here that was I don't know what he was doing, but he looked like a new player. I could tell by his default clothing, so I decided to take some shots at him. Missed, but I thought, oh well, at least I got him on the back foot. I was hoping that maybe he could maybe that he didn't know where I was shooting from, and that he would stay on that side of that little hill that he was on, and I could finish him off. So I was pretty much just looking around for easy kills and just being a nuisance. I had the 8x scope on my SKS, so I started taking shots at this guy as well, just to sort of pepper him a bit, even if I didn't get the kill, just to damage people's vests, because I had a feeling that guy that I shot at, not this guy, the other guy. See, this guy was trying to heal, so I eliminated him. I noticed that guy in the corner, I don't know, I just had a feeling he might, because where the circle was going, that if I didn't kill him though, see, I was trying to take more shots at him. If I actually didn't kill him, that he might actually be an issue later. And as you find in the video, that particular player actually became an issue. He was actually he's a half decent player. That's one thing about PUBG is you can't really underestimate enemies in solos, because you don't know if you're coming against a player of equal skill, lesser skill, or higher skill. So you've sort of can't just rely completely on gunplay. You've actually got to have a little bit of strategy and use your intuition to figure out what the enemy's trying to do. So now I decided to get into my vehicle and try and push into zone. And as I pushed in, I think I ended up crashing here or something. I thought, oh shit! So I decided to jump out. Kept listening to enemy sounds. There was a buggy coming up on me, and I was a little bit worried. I was like, this buggy's going to be a bit of a nuisance. That's one thing of buggies, is you can end up, or other vehicles in final circle, is you can end up getting engaged in these little squabble fights trying to get into the zone, because guys are trying to run you over in the buggy and stuff, and it can get a little bit frustrating, and as you're getting occupied you can easily get picked off by other players. So I really don't like having vehicles in the final circle, enemies driving around, because they can give away your position too when you're hiding behind trees and stuff. So I decided to push in. I noticed there was a guy behind me, but I didn't want to engage because I didn't want to really draw unnecessary attention to me. I noticed that guy there on the left had spotted me, so I just kept running, and yeah, as you can see, he started taking shots at me. So I just decided to hold down on this and wait for him to start running, and then took a couple of shots at him. He's a bit of a cheeky bugger. See how he done that? That's an experienced player that's doing that. But I managed to tag him once. But SKS, I'm not really the biggest fan on it. It's got a slow bullet velocity. So yeah, it's not really my favorite gun. I prefer the SLR. So I decided to try and get position on the guy, but I knew that he'd be aware of what I was doing, that he would try and get on position onto me, so he'd counter me. So I obviously didn't go the obvious route that I knew that he'd go, so we decided to play a little game of cat and mouse where he was wanting to bait me, so that I'd be exposed so he could shoot me, and I was wanting to do the same to him. So as you can see here, we end up playing a little game of ring around the rosy because we're all trying to get position on each other. He kept throwing his grenades, which is easy to avoid. You can sort of when you got experience, when people are trying to throw grenades at you. So yeah, quite interesting little tactic that he was trying to do. But yeah, just kept moving around, trying to get angles on him. The terrain wasn't that good for me, so he actually had the advantage. So I just decided to start taking little shots at him and to maybe just put him under a little bit of pressure. Didn't hit any shots on him there. His grenade throw was pretty pathetic, that throw there. So I just decided to try and get a bit more pressure onto this guy and let's have a fight, because I didn't really want to get picked off by another player as we're doing this. But as I was doing this, I noticed that other guy was behind me, so I had to kill this guy. This guy was being sneaky. He was sort of pushing in slowly in the blue. That was the guy that I saw earlier, so I decided to eliminate him. And I knew straight away that other guy would take the opportunity to push me. I actually knew that, and so here he comes right there. He actually exposes himself, which is good for me, because now I was able to actually get close enough to him to get into a gunfight and eliminate him. He wasn't too bad at gunfight, but yeah, that's one thing you got to understand is holding off sometimes, and learning how to read the enemy, and not just relying completely on trying to aim duel them as well. Just you want to sort of use baiting. I sort of baited the guy in by killing that other guy, even though I knew that other guy was there. This guy was a bit of an opportunist. I knew he was actually there because I looked up. There was only one player left, so but I needed the ammo, so I took the risk. Luckily, he only had a VSS. So I continued to flank the guy and just let him take shots at me. I had a little bit of a strategy here where I was going to use this little bit of a hill here, but the hill looked quite deceptive, and I realised I had no cover. So I decided to move towards the rock, to get into a fight with this guy. So this guy had the advantage. He was sort of by this little shack here, but looking at the video now, I realised that I didn't need to push him, but I was being a bit aggressive right here and managed to get the win. He could have actually taken that win quite easily, but yeah, I hope this video helps, guys, for the new players, and if you're interested in me making any more videos like this, just let us know in the comments. Cheers, guys.